Thank you so very much.
Person in the California Assembly. In Willowbrook today, there's a brand new nursing school that's worth $58 billion. The story is told that when Dimely calls Mr. Wesson, he says to the secretary, what does Dimely want? Give it to him. Get rid of him. Give him whatever he wants. Every time I have called the span on the telephone, in the car, in the office, I have got whatever I want. He's a man of integrity who lives up to his word. That's in part why I'm here this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Dimely. Come on, let's show some appreciation. Again, to our president, and when we invited him, I allowed 30 minutes for this time, and we have about 20 more minutes to entertain questions and comments. I appreciate Mr. President Wesson upon me meeting him personally. We met personally. He's always given me respect. He's always held me in high esteem. But certainly, that don't mean we necessarily have to agree on everything. We don't agree on everything, but we don't become disagreeable. We were able to sit down at the table of brotherhood because I have my viewpoint. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I was born and baptized right in this church. I went to Hooper Avenue School, Vermont Avenue, Fauché, and Manuel Arts. And so I know something about this city. I know something about the machinery as relates to our council in the CEPA 5. That's Community Improvement Planning Area. I was a city poverty representative. I served on the board, the CAB, the City Advisory Board. I was a part of CDD, Community Development Department. And so I am somewhat well-versed as relates to some of the areas of this city. Our city councilman in our community, Bill Rosenthal, certainly, if I call him right now, he's always available and accessible. And in his district, there was something different. He went back to his constituents and district, and they relined the districts for that particular district. And so that's why I, along with many others that I'm looking at right now, went to City Hall to voice our opinion, to let City Hall know, yes, there was the time that Dr. P.J. others, Dr. P.J. Jones, Dr. Frank Higgins, Bishop L. Daniel Williams, all have served in this capacity with humility and integrity and honesty. And when we come to City Hall, we want to be recognized. So I realized that I was a new kid on the block and had to do my due process and also my due diligence. And I shared with the Honorable President, certainly I represent many of the churches that's in this district, including McCoy Memorial, where we meet, Praise of Zion, where I'm a member, and so many, Second Baptist and Victory, and all of these churches. I wanted to know, and I want to have the data in my hand so I can come back to the conference and say, this is not what they have taken from us, this is what they have given us. But I have not seen what they have given us. I've only seen what they have taken from us. And so that's the concern. We know that it's over. We know that the mayor has signed it. But Mr. President, can you tell members of our council, members of our community and our churches, the benefits? We know about the benefits in 10. That's where you represent. And I commend you because he did his due process. He went to many of his churches. He went to many of his community members. He did his homework. But yet, when it comes to the 9th, when it comes to the 8th district, we are in the dark as relates to our power. We're in the dark as relates to our voice. We want to be heard. We want to be recognized. Our foreparents, our parents, and many of our members of our churches have sacrificed for this district and have seen the benefits that I work for Rochester Button Company. That's where I got called to preach, right there on 11th and Santee. I was working in the garment district, and so we are concerned about the jobs and the resources. So we want to know, the conference want to know, what now are the benefits of the redistricting and exactly what we have been ripped off from. We've been stolen. Our benefits, our resources have been taken from us, and now we don't have a voice or power downtown, and that's my concern and many of the brothers' concern. I'd like for you to address that.
Okay, let me first dispel something. I am the president of the Los Angeles City Council. I am not the king. I am one vote. So not one man could order 12 other people on this council to do exactly what he said. That's just like, I know your members respect you, Mr. President. But if you tell them to do something that they don't want to do, they're not going to do it. You're the president of the conference, not the king. So I did the best I could to retain assets for all of the districts. One person alone. Every member came to me to discuss what they want, except for representatives from two districts. Now, a very vital statistic for us to understand is that this is not 1975 or 70. We, as African Americans, make up only 9% of the population. 9%. If we didn't all live clustered together, we would not have one council district. Not one. The Asians have 16% of the population. They don't have one district. Why? Because they live all over. So it's important for us to harness our resources, because the most important asset, again, that we have as a people is to make sure we have a black vote or two on that council. And that is my priority. Where it relates to assets, there's not a member that would not have done anything to get the LA Live Complex in their district. When we first began discussing these maps, they took LA Live out of the 9th district. Their northern border was Washington. Now, I love downtown. We got a lot of big buildings, but downtown, everybody's been there. It's built out for the most part. Where is all of the new growth going to come to the city of Los Angeles? Southern, downtown, and the Figueroa corridor. LA Live, the new football field, all of those hotels they're talking about developing, all of that is in the 9th district. Would it be best if we had it all? Yeah. Is it realistic to believe that our districts are not going to change? Does coming up and saying, keep me whole, is that negotiation? No, that doesn't help me at all. In fact, it empowers the other members that I have to fend off and ask for parity. And I think at the end of the day, for one man, I personally did okay for all of them. In some of the areas that I gained, two areas. I have letters signed by the residents, their homeowners association, saying we want to be removed from the Park area and from the Baldwin Vista area. His areas that didn't want to come in my district are not in my district. His house, which everybody said I was going to take, he has it. Baldwin Hills, that everybody said I was going to take, he has it. Crenshaw Mall, that everybody said that I was going to take, he has it. That's not in my district. So we did the best that we can where it relates to that. I feel pretty good in the morning and pretty good at night. I think I did the very best to protect us. Again, Mr. President, we should be focusing on tomorrow, not yesterday. We could debate this until I'm blue in the face. Or we could get together to try to figure out how to bring the services that the 8th District needs, the 9th District needs, the 15th District needs, and my district needs. In fact, I'll just add one more quick thing. The new councilman, the 15th district, which has lots, he wasn't even elected. It came to me and said, Mr. President, I believe I'm going to win my election. Please keep lots in the 15th district and let me explain to you why. A guy who wasn't even elected came and spoke. So that's my answer. Thank you.